is the final episode of Season 2, the Australian Grand Prix, coming on the back of a number of podiums. We have been absolutely in scintillating form coming into the last race. And in reality, we just want to hold that so that Season 3 is maybe as good as possible.
And Brazil, and there goes Prost! Off! As did Ardu! My goodness, what about Patrese now?
Coming into the second lead ball. Oh my goodness, this is fantastic. Senna is trying to go through on the inside, and it's hammered immediately. This is amazing. Senna goes off in the first corner.
Sixth position, and out goes Piquet. My goodness, driver. I couldn't help it. And take that. Oh my goodness.
First of all, you might see the dog behind me just there. She is having her own fun with flies. She chases them a lot. Don't know why you say that, guys, but if you see her in the background and I ignore it, that's why. I know she's just doing her own thing. But the important stuff, the Australian Grand Prix, and what have we had going on in between this and the last race? Well, I think the most important development is our research, and we have got more projects on the go trying to make this car as good as possible for the next season. Now, we struggled in our research department last time, so we're hoping to really funnel that into a good car and hope that we can at least start Season 3 well. There is still, in my eyes, I'm unsure if I will get to the end of Season 3, but if we at least can partially do it, I think you guys would enjoy seeing us do a bit better than this season. Other than that, there's been general improvements to the drivers. Obviously, Schumacher and Coulthard continue to upgrade. I'll have a quick look at them. So, Coulthard on 74, Schumacher on 80. Their ratings are decent. It's just a slow process, which they've kind of looked to have managed for the next game. You know, there's a lot more of an actual training development plan, which helps improve drivers. So, I think we'll see a more natural progression rather than me just selecting that. And she's just gone, hasn't she? So hopefully the issue of development isn't really there come the next game. Last time we didn't have a particularly good Australian Grand Prix and we had fallen off the wagon a little bit, so to speak. So hopefully we can make amends for that. I don't think we have much more to talk about. Hopefully you guys are really enjoying this series, and hopefully we'll get a bit of boost when the next game comes out. I'm really looking forward to it. What I'm probably going to do is start off with the race replay events that they've got going, which is where you are almost reliving a real life 2023 race and kind of see what that function and what that mode brings, and see if we can get a few of them, because I think a lot of people go straight to a career mode, so you just want to be a little bit different on this channel. So I think Australia might be a cursed race for us. We did not do well at all. 4/10 off of the next car. That is a big drop, considering the last few races we have been fairly on it and quite close to the next few drivers. Gerhard Berger managed to beat us. That's when we know we are struggling. So hopefully we have something up our sleeves. But we're 1.2 seconds off Senna. I mean, I know he's 4/10 ahead of the next car, but that's a big drop off that we didn't want. Make things just a little bit more awkward, we now have the issue that tires, this is the best strategy, and we've got too much tire. Tried to manually adjust it to maybe include a soft, but the soft drops off so quickly. I'd be very surprised if we see anyone go on that tire. So that's kind of it. And I mean, actually, they wasted it in qualifying. That would be the main reason. So medium and hard tires it is, and nothing more about this to get into. I think we just aim to at least challenge these guys. We knew Season 2 was tough when we, maybe I ruined the financials in that one. But we've really redeemed ourselves, and hopefully it's going to be a lot better going into Season 3. Without further ado, it is round 16, the last race of Season 2. It's the Australian Grand Prix, and we are away, and I've just seen Prost get an absolute magnificent start there. Can he capitalise on that, though? I think he nearly did, but Gerhard Berger's forced him out wide. And Schumacher nearly comes alongside. That was such a good opportunity made to be missed. And Prost has a lot of work to do, as we're already half a second down on the cars ahead. Really frustratingly there. We can see up ahead, Gerhard Berger's all over the back of Patrese. The speeds they go through this circuit are ridiculous. And hopefully these two battling is going to help us out a little bit. Mansell has held on to Senna a little bit. One thing I think that will come with the new game is a little bit more unpredictability, a bit of risk and reward. for example, you know, is reality at the moment. If you're the better driver, you pull ahead. I'm hoping they bring a bit more unexpected issues, or, you know, just the chance that a driver's having an off day. Because at the moment, Senna does not have off days, and it's ridiculous. As you can see, we're a little bit off the guys ahead, but we're going to leave them be and see how we get on. So I guess one advantage we have before it gets a bit too bad is we can push these tires because we have so much extra in them. And in actual fact, we're even going to put Schumacher, risk him on aggressive. But we're putting on Prost on attack because we need to get in the mix. With 7/10 already lost in 2 laps, there is no room for any error. We can only gain. That's all we can do, and try and make a mark. And lo and behold, you know, we're not even through Sector 1, and Prost is already all over the back of the guys. Schumacher complained about tires already being hot. I've not seen it from Prost yet, so we're going to leave Prost to keep going. So Schumacher's just going to have to take it a little bit easier if he's struggling like that. But Prost is, he's got a keen eye for an overtake, and he's definitely sizing up his options here. He's coming around this long left-hander now that it's been amended at Australia. Not sure I prefer it or not. I quite enjoyed having the chicane that cars would brake heavy into there. But they've removed that now for extra speed. And here goes... Oh, I thought Berger was going to maybe go for an outside move in Patrese. As we get slowed down a little bit. Schumacher keeping in touch and distance. But we need Prost to really hone himself in and get the opportunity he's looking for. It's a procession now, all the way up to second. Schumacher's getting a little bit closer now that these guys are battling, and it looks all over the place at the moment as nobody's able to give an inch. We're just going to reduce Prost down to standard while I let them kind of fight that out. Because you can see now, Schumacher's had to do nothing to catch it, and his tyres are in a lot better position. What I'm going to do is we're going to push him on the fuel. That's when we can take a bit more risk on and know we can recover that back. You can see, oh my god, it's going to be a close one this, as the 2 Williams, I think, are going to go side by side through turn 1. Let's quickly have a look. Mansell and Patrese, wheel to wheel. Mansell trying to hold on to second place. Berger, meanwhile, has got himself involved, actually. Oh, he thought about it. On the outside of Patrese, and Prost just keeping up the back of these guys. And Berger ahead of us, going ahead of Patrese, not in a place you'd ever normally see an overtake. And what we're going to do is we're going to just push him a little bit further. We're now going to push fuel and that. And we're going to push Schumacher on the fuel. We're kind of going to put ourselves in a position to make a move now. We need to try and gain something out of this. If we put ourselves in the middle, we can kind of ease off at that point. Oh my god. Speeds they go through that corner are just insane. I think I said that before, but it still gets me every time when you see them go past the camera. As Berger looks to go down the outside, Mansell takes a defensive line, but doesn't gain anything quite yet. But Berger, a man on a mission, looking to maintain his McLaren driver position, may in fact lose his seat, I reckon, if he doesn't improve performances coming into this. So a second place probably could secure that for him, as I think he's going to go for it, is he? No, but Patrese behind goes defensive from Prost. Prost now should have maybe an opportunity going into the next corner. Let's have a look. He's getting closer. He's trying it. Can he make a move down the outside? He thought about it, but he can't quite yet. We're going to have to, I think, take his pressure off on the tires. It's not to be in this stint, I don't think. As both him and Schumacher push on fuel, I think we will wait until pit stops to give it another go. And there's been a crash for the Benettons at turn 2. I don't know what's happened. Was he on his own? Did he take anyone with him? Let's have a look. Oh, he's just gone way off into the distance there, wide, and slid off into the grass. I think that'll be him out of the race completely. He's at the back. He's not considered out yet, so still something left, but his car will be so heavily damaged. But we're still going strong in comparison to the other cars. You can see that, you know, he's definitely maintaining that gap. And in actual fact, I think we can push the tires a bit more again. I think we can go attacking. And you know what? I think it's time for Schumacher to do the same. He's not really used up any of his tires. I think he's deserved an opportunity to go for it. So let's see if this closes the gap at all. As you can see, Prost definitely taking that command pretty quickly. He is straight up the back of Patrese. And Berger is in second place for the moment. Forgot to confirm that. He, though, is nearly having an accident with Mansell, who's now trying to go round the outside. And I think we'll see us hopefully make some moves just shortly. Prost possibly cut by just in time, weaving all over the place, trying to get past Patrese. Here we go now. He's thinking about it down the outside. Will he go for a late breaking move? He can't as Patrese takes that racing line. We got yellow flags. Is that, I'm assuming, for somewhere in the last corner? Oh no, Berger's gone. Did Berger go? I didn't even see it. So we move on our position due to that. Let's have a look at turn 2. Oh, I wouldn't have considered that turn 2, but oh yeah, he's just taking the grass and the gravel, and well. The McLaren driver not doing his team justice. We have a really good opportunity now to challenge the Williams for a double podium. Both cars pushing mighty hard now. So we decided to give Schumacher the early pit stop a lap early just to get him some clean air for his next stint. Prost is going to maintain his charge, so we're still in the leader gap there. He has done well, but not quite as good as we'd hoped for. Schumacher now in there. Quick stop. Berger also in. Oh, we have to confirm Prost, I forget. So well away, I think ahead of Berger quite easily. Hopefully he's not on differing strategies. But Prost now, he's not got a lot he can do. He's just going to continue to push. We'll turn him down to aggressive. We don't want him using up all that tyre. And there comes Schumacher, still in 5th place. Puts Herbert between him and Berger. We're going to have to... Oh, actually, you know what? Let's have you on aggressive. I think you can do it. We'll even have you pushing the fuel just until we know what's going on with the Williams. I suspect we'll see one Williams not pull in. And that Williams is Patrese, who continues on. Important that Schumacher tries to close that gap as quick as possible. We don't want him pushing too long in his hard tyres, but he can push a little bit. Can Prost do anything to get ahead of Mansell? And he is ahead. Mansell's had a slow stop. I've clicked on the wrong camera. There goes Prost. He pulls out of the pits, coming out quickly. Where's Schumacher going to end up? Alongside Mansell. He's going to try it. He's right behind. A great early pit stop there from Schumacher. Surely he's going to get him into what the game considers turn 2, but I know it is turn 3. He's going to go round the outside. Is he going to maintain it? He's going to struggle. He's going to have the inside of the next corner. Wheel to wheel with Nigel Mansell there. Schumacher determined to try and get past the Williams. Prost, meanwhile, pulling away. We're going to have to just keep on aggressive for a little bit, but not too long. Schumacher, all this time, he's going as fast as possible, finding every stretch of road he can find. He's surely going to get him coming up to the next set corners through the S's, and I'm sure it'll be Schumacher's position to take. Let's have a look. What's he got in him? Don't know if he will. Mansell had a good X out there. I think Schumacher's just going to have to wait until a little bit later in the lap. So in actual fact, Prost has ended up losing the place. We'll just have a quick watch of that. It was down at turn 1. Prost did all he could really to defend, but not much he could do in the end. And it was easy as you like for Mansell. There's a temptation to swap them, but in reality, we just want to finish the race on a high. Patrese still hasn't pit. He has a 17-18 second gap to our drivers. I think he may come out in a pretty strong position here. So it says Mansell overtook Prost because I just missed out on, well, what was a sequence of events for them two. Going wheel to wheel after he told Prost to calm it down. He is not a calm man at all. And he tried to maintain it on the outside of Mansell, but it didn't work in the end. Prost has got some amazing overspeed compared to that Williams, and he may look to take the opportunity to go past, but he doesn't. And Schumacher has been really reserved, surprisingly. He's not tried to go for a move on his teammate. Knows the opportunity will come. Somebody's locked up. Who's that? Sector 1. I don't think that's anyone we're too concerned about. Might have been Johnny Herbert, I think, in fact. Oh, it's De Cesaris. Ooh, ouch. Not good for him. He's already had a few issues. And he does it, Prost. He goes past Mansell. It makes it look easy. We'll have a quick look back at that. Every time I think they're not going to go for a move, they go for a move. Very counterproductive for me there. So we'll have a quick look at the replay. He went down the inside of turn 1. That turned into the inside. And with that overspeed, he's carrying for some reason. I don't know how he managed to get the position. Next is his battle going to continue, or is Schumacher going to get his opportunity to take the position? So Mansell did get the position back, but crucially, Patrese has come out very far behind, and he might, I think, actually go for the one-stop strategy, which I didn't think was really manageable, but he is going to give it a go. He comes out behind Berger, and Prost goes once more time, tries to go round the outside of Mansell, but no gaps given at all. Mansell is not going to let go of that second place. Fastest man on the racetrack so far. And Schumacher, he's just having a dawdle behind. Just chilling, watching the whole thing happen ahead of him. With no concerns at all in the world. So as much as I maybe haven't kept you guys in the loop as much as I could for this one, Prost and Mansell have been going toe to toe and just switching positions every couple of laps. Crucially, obviously the medium tyre is faster. I think we pit Prost on lap 39 and try and get that clean air and speed. Schumacher, he hopefully can continue to lap 40, 41. That's what I maintain, as Prost going for it once again. As I said, Mansell and Prost have got nothing to give against each other. They are so equal on performance at the moment. It is a battle of the ages here. And once again, he is passing Schumacher, just maintains his position at the back. If we could get Schumacher to challenge, we might have the opportunity to disrupt this. But currently, Schumacher doesn't have enough in as he pushed so hard at the start. What we will do is we're going to put Prost on aggressive. See if he can just keep Mansell behind for a bit longer and then bring Schumacher into the fray. But yeah, so we'll come back lap 38, 39, unless something interesting happens between then, hopefully with some pit stop news. So a crucial moment in this race is that because of traffic, we have been slowed right down, or sorry, other drivers have been slowed right down by what's going on around them, and I think we push. I think we pit now, get that early pit stop. We know we have enough life in the tyres. Schumacher, meanwhile, is going to have to push on what he's got left to the next lap to make sure we obviously have no double stack. It's too risky in this game, I think, to do it, and with this gap at least of only 2 seconds. And yeah, hopefully we can get something out of this for both the drivers. Meanwhile, around us, we have a look at tyres. Berger will pit. Patrese, I really don't know what he's going to do. I'm assuming he's going to go to the end, but I hope we can catch him. Or he might actually have second place. His strategy might be that miraculous. So I've accidentally forgot to pit Schumacher. Always good when you forget. So we're going to go to this lap and pit him. Patrese has gone to the back. Berger has gone to the pits. Prost is easily coming around and we'll get that. It's definitely whether Prost can catch Mansell. Prost is well ahead of Mansell and on his way is phenomenal there. Berger, meanwhile, is going to challenge Schumacher at turn 1 and not quite get it. Schumacher, we'd left obviously a lap too late there by accident. Hopefully now can push on to maintain 5th. I think it's going to be because Patrese is got his own race for 2nd. Prost, however, 3 seconds ahead of Mansell. We'll see if he can pull that gap down to Patrese at all. Fastest lap of the race goes to Prost so far. A Berger then takes that straight away from us. Schumacher has lost quite a bit of time to Berger. I think we're going to have to settle for 6th for him. But we don't mind that too much. Prost, we're going to have to tone down now. He's been pushing quite hard. We could, in fact, push Schumacher on, see if we can get something, but I think we're struggling to see him close that gap at all. This is actually going to be one of the closest races we've had. We're closing Patrese about a second a lap. Mansell only 2.5 seconds off us. Berger 1 second off him. Schumacher 1.8. It's been a long time since we had this close of a gap right at the end, but the movement up and down, it's not really happening. So I think the key focus is whether we can catch Patrese. The one thing that's coming down to the wire, the fuel is still under. We've got Prost pushing. We're probably going to have to turn that down a little bit soon. But he is only 2.3 seconds off and is in contention for second place. Absolutely phenomenal drive from him. Schumacher, unfortunately, hasn't been able to maintain catching the guys ahead. He has lost that grip. But Prost is getting so close now. And I think we can't see anything but him taking second. And already coming out of the S section has pulled another 4 or 5 tenths on Patrese, and this is looking like it's gonna be like taking candy from a baby, which I do not recommend. Prost, though, loves taking candy from Patrese, and Patrese is the most up and down driver in this game so far. He's some days he is absolutely phenomenal, like today, and then other times he just can't catch a break. And looking at this, I may turn up too aggressive just to make sure we get the pass made, as Prost getting attached on the back there, and look at the switch there. Patrese trying to really mess with Prost and give him nowhere to go, but Prost gonna go down the outside of turn 3, and he makes it look easy, brakes so late, and it's easily maintained, that one. The gap surely is just gonna increase from now on, and Schumacher will leave him as he is. Prost, absolutely phenomenal job. Mansell and Berger are nowhere near, so hopefully this is Prost for the taking. So with a little bit of fortune, Schumacher has caught to the back of Mansell and Berger, so you know what? Let's give it everything. He's got this last race. He can surely at least give it a try. And in actual fact, they're now catching Patrese as well, with what would be virtually 3 laps to go. It's Senna's on lap 56. There is still something to get from this for Schumacher when we thought it was down and out. So keep an eye on this space. So we have the issue with a lapped cars getting involved, and it's going to get very messy here. Hopefully ends up in our favour because of that. Let's watch from on board with Schumacher. You can see, I believe that's Johnny Herbert at the lead of that. Maybe not, maybe it's someone else, but he's getting in the way of everyone as they're all trying to make overtakes, and that's hopefully going to go in our favour. As Schumacher now gets very close, within a couple tenths surely. Berger is around that driver. I can't tell who it is actually. Could it be one of the Benettons? No, that's the Williams, sorry. It's still Herbert at the front. So the McLaren and the Williams going at it while this lapped car is just in the way. I don't know what's going to happen here. Are they going to get past? They're trying it now as the Williams go side by side. Schumacher surely can do something to get involved here. As who was that? That's Mansell going slow. Mansell gets caught in behind. Come on, Schumacher. Make a move. We know you want this. You can do it. Come on. So we're heading on to the last lap now. Schumacher has to give it now. There's so many lapped cars all around. It's hard to tell who's going where. But Schumacher's trying something. He just can't while they're battling it out. Prost, meanwhile, is definitely getting second, bearing that no issues at all here. And there goes Schumacher trying to find the space around the outside. Are we going to get anything on this last lap? Look how many lapped cars there are. Where's Prost and all this? Prost is there at the lead of that. Berger's in the mix somewhere. Mansell, Patrese. Mansell's got past one. Schumacher, come on. You need these to go in your favour. Oh my god. Oh, what is going on? Cars are... I think he's been blocked. He has been blocked. Ah, it's all over for Schumacher. What an opportunity that could have been. Across the line, Prost for second place. A great way to end the bad luck at Australia. Berger, 1.8 second point, got the fast lap of the race. Mansell and Patrese intermixed with the other drivers there coming across the line. What a weird ending that was. So that brings a conclusion to Season 2. Prost getting a great result there with a second place. He wasn't the fastest man on the grid, but he definitely made the most of opportunities given to him. We have a look at the driver's position. He was 1 point off of getting second place. What a driver he is. I hadn't even noticed the points had recently updated, and it's 20 and 12 there. That's, oh, it's double points for the last race. I forgot that rule came into place. Oh my god. So in the end of the constructors, we pull another gap to them, but it wasn't enough. And actually 6 teams finished with points. That's pretty good going compared to Season 1. And oh me, that was a lot to take. We'll see how much we can get through to the end of the season. So we have reached the end of season 2. I've got our way through the calendar. Research is done. We now just have to anxiously wait for the next episode to see if this car can be improved. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. It was a great final race at Australia. Let's maintain that. Let's put a challenge into Senna for season 3. Until next time, take care.